Benzinga's NFT show. We got a good one for you today. Pudgy Penguins are back. That's right. We're going to be talking about the Penguins, how they have huge sales momentum, a huge sale happening over the last couple days, and what is in store for them. We'll also be taking a look at the other biggest movers from last week, including one that I've been saying was going to hit the top 10, and it finally did. We're also going to be talking about Roblox, Twitch, and Sims founders all entering the Metaverse space, so you can find out more about the companies that they are using to lead the way in the Metaverse. Don't go anywhere. This is the Roadmap. All right, everyone. As I said, this is the Roadmap, Benzinga's NFT show. Go ahead and smash that like if you have not done so already, and subscribe to Benzinga's YouTube channel where we are located. Happy to have everyone here. Let us know if you're here watching live right now. Leave a comment in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. I am watching from my new house. Recently completed a move. So if you notice, my background is a little bit different today. Shout out Born to be Free, first one in the chat to comment. Before we get started with today's show, do want to remind everyone that today's show is sponsored by FTX US, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world in terms of trading volume and daily users. The FTX app is used by over 6 million people to buy crypto and NFTs. You can use your phone or computer, and the FTX US trading platform offers NFT trading on both the Ethereum and Solana blockchains with no gas fees. To find out more and get started with your own account, click on the link in the description below and also the link in the chat right now. You can use either one. Let FTX know that Benzinga sent you their way. Get started with your own account. I think it's time to go ahead and bring on my wonderful co-host and producer, the one and only Alyssa. Alyssa, what's going on?
Hi. Did you see me sneeze backstage? Because
I missed it.
I'm getting sick, guys. But hi.
Oh no, I must have been reading off of the script here and I missed it. But
yeah. Hey.
Yeah, shout out Born to be Free in the chat, getting those comments rolling. Wondering where's everybody else at? Let's see those comments, right? We got a lot of people here watching us live. Let's hear where everyone's from and what you're excited to talk about today. Alyssa, what do you think of this new background behind me? It's a bit different than that blue wall, huh?
I'm digging the change.
Yeah, we'll see how long this lasts. I my hat's way back here. I feel like I need to get some stuff like behind my shoulders here because the wall feels a little far away, but
yeah,
we'll see. So and maybe people out there in the chat, let me know, what should I put on the walls behind me. I should probably get one of those frames, right, to display some NFTs. That would be kind of cool to put over my shoulder and have it going in the background.
yes.
Alyssa, it's Tuesday. I know one of the things we always like to start the week with, right, is a look back. So looking at the top 10 NFTs from the last 7 days, this list it's changed even since I looked at it earlier today. We've got Bored Ape first, Swap second, up 301%, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, So Rare, Other Deed, number 6, Pudgy Penguins, up 195%. We are going to talk about the Penguins in a little bit. CryptoPunk 7th, Meebits 8th. Who is that in 9th place, Alyssa? Could that be NFL All Day finally cracking the top 10 that I have been saying for months now?
Yeah, you've been calling it. It's here.
So NFL All Day had their public launch on Friday, a pack sale. I actually was fortunate enough to get a pack. So I have an unopened pack. I actually have a couple from other releases that I will be opening on a future stream here. So I'm excited about that. But that mint went well for them. And also their marketplace sales picking up as well. They started doing challenges. So if you owned a moment from a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, and a tight end, you actually got airdropped a free pack. So there was some incentive there for people to buy moments. Number 10, nice. Moonbirds. And then also, if we scroll down a little bit, I did see some familiar names in the top 20. Of course, Doodles and Clone X, right where they've been the past couple weeks, Alyssa, right? Falling out of the top 10, but really just sticking there in the top 15. Doodles and Clone X, Alyssa, is this just going to be kind of the place for them? Or do you think what do you think we'll see first? Them move into the top 10 or them drop out of the top 20?
They need some nice news to get back up into the top 10, I think. But I think they probably hover in the 20s.
I think so. I think they're pretty set here right now. I agree with you. I think the news, of course, Doodles, we have another collection coming eventually. And Clone X, I mean, with Nike behind them, I think anything is possible. And maybe we get some news there. Potatoes, Alyssa, 15th place. It's fallen out of the top 10, but this is one of the newer projects that's really stayed in the top 20 for a long time now. I think that bodes well for them and the future of meme land going forward.
Yeah, and I still actually looked into it.
One of these days, Alyssa, like we say we will. How about number 19 and number 20 here? ENS, Ethereum Name Services, 19th place. Up 12%. I saw a couple articles talking about ENS, right? How the ton of people are still registering ENS names. Now, we did have a comment here from Dev in the chat talking about the merge, right, for ETH. That brings me to my point on ENS. I actually think post-merge, because we're going to hear a lot of activity about Ethereum, right, and ETH, I think ENS could make another run right around that time of that merger. So I might have to scoop up some more ENS domains before then, Alyssa.
Yeah, point.
So I got to think of some good names to try to register. So I don't want to share any on stream. How about number 20? I don't remember where it was last week, but I don't think it's been in the top 20 for a while here, Alyssa. Axie Infinity up 29%. I don't know if they had news because I didn't see it. I know they did launch, I think, a mobile version of the game, and they were also doing like some free content where you could actually get a free Axie to start playing. So I'm wondering if maybe they finally bridged that gap a little bit and brought some casual gamers into the play to earn space. I will have to do some digging there as well.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing Axie like in the top 20 for a while now.
Remember when they used to be number 1 all the time?
All the time, yeah, I do.
Every week it was like, guess who was number 1? Axie Infinity. And then it was like Bored Ape number 2, Art Blocks number 3. It was like always those 3. And then eventually Axie started falling. And now, yeah, Bored Ape number 1, 59% increase. That's a decent size move for a project this big. Pudgy Penguins. I mean, again, though, if you look at that, Bored Ape is the only one that had sales volume of over 10 million. I think that's just become the norm now, right? Is that really the top 10 are doing, anywhere from like 2 to 9 or 10 million, and Bored Ape's doing 10 to 20 million. That's pretty much our set week now.
Yeah.
We got Born to Be Free saying, I can see you with the catfish head NFT billboard selling your land plots in the verse. Must be, of course, referring to my crypto dad with the catfish head. I do still have that NFT. Might have to do something with that. Yeah. Manny, what's up, guys? Hey, Manny, sup? Yeah, keep the chat going here, guys. We'll try to call out everyone. I saw Crypto the Only also talking about the Non-fungible films, Oscar Haley and the Great Beyond. That is another one of those interactive NFTs, right, where it's going to tell a story. It's going to use NFTs as part of it. I think there's great room to expand those. I actually, with Pudgy Penguins, when we talk about that in a little bit, there's some news there as well. Alyssa, anything else jumping out here? Top 10, top 20, before we move on to them Penguins?
No, I mean, just talk about them Penguins, because I guess that's the main thing and NFL all day. But I mean, that was kind of a given anyways, that it would end up in top 10, right?
Yeah, I mean, NFL all day, Friday, that drop. And I've been saying it was going to happen, and we're not even in the season. Alyssa, it actually happened before I thought. I thought it would take until the season started. We're still preseason. So I think NFL all day could be in the top 10, for a couple weeks or months in a row as the season starts. Yeah, and Manny reminding everyone to smash that like. Listen to Manny, smash that like, keep this content going. We want to be here, but we need your support to keep the show going. Speaking of keeping going, Pudgy Penguins. Pudgy Penguins launched in June 2021. That is over a year ago, which in NFT land is a long time. They went through some hard times, right? They actually got bought out recently by Luca, who brought money into the collection, brought plans to expand, to grow it, build the IP out. And you look at that floor price now, 3.87. And Alyssa, if you click on the activity, the volume over the last couple days has been rather insane, to say the least. Look at those volume bars. I mean, that is crazy. I remember when Penguins dipped below 1 ETH, and now we're at 3.87, and I don't think this one's slowing down. Alyssa, there was a huge sale of a penguin as well. We'll get to that in a minute, but there was a Decrypt article talking about Pudgy Penguins, and it talked about children's book partnerships. It talked about Pudgy toys, plushies. It also talked about an advisory board. Here's where I like to connect the dots, right? I come from the stock world, right? Writing about stocks. Stocks have board of directors, right? If you're a public company, some private companies have it as well. Pudgy Penguins launched an advisory board, and we have the CEO of Nansen, the COO of Saks Fifth Avenue, the head of licensing at Hasbro, and we have someone from Meta Platforms, the parent company of Facebook, their partnership team. So, Alyssa, I mean, those are some pretty big companies, some pretty big names, helping to guide the way. What do you think of those hires by Pudgy Penguins? Do you think that's smart, right, to grow the brand, to do this advisory board and really, go forward?
Yeah, I love this. Like, the main thing about like Pudgy Penguins was like positivity, right?
Yeah.
And like just moving forward. It's really cool that like the story of Pudgy Penguins is actually really solid.
Yeah, you got to go back up to that picture of the plushie.
Okay.
Because I think that is sweet. Like,
it looks good.
That's what we're building, right? That's what Pudgy Penguins is doing. They've got these plushies coming. This is Luca, who now is behind Pudgy Penguins. This reminds me a lot of like a Build-A-Bear, right? Or like a plushie you would find in stores already. But this is the growth of the NFT space, everyone, right? So anyone who wants to know, like, what's the use case for NFTs, where NFTs headed? Is it just a PFP, right? This is not a PFP. This is a real toy, a real item. And I could see these in stores. I could see these being a hot Christmas item. Like, I'm a sucker for plushies. I have kids. Alyssa, what do you think of this plushie?
Love it. It like walking through the store one day, seeing a Pudgy Penguin sitting on that shelf. I don't know. It's nice to think. Like it's a toy, sure, but it's still like a pretty big step forward for NFTs.
Yeah, it's huge.
And the physical thing, like this was licensed out to be made into a toy, right? And he's right here. He said might license out a couple more penguins.
Yep.
So there's gonna be a few more designs out there. Imagine being contacted. You know what? Actually, hold on. I can see Joey. Maybe.
Yep.
Do you think he would let his?
I feel like there was a post about some people who had been picked
Okay.
to be part of like licensing their penguins out. Yeah, shout out
Joey.
to Joey, to Moose. I am my penguin. My penguin is me.
Yes.
I mean,
I would buy it.
I would buy that one too. Joey's got to be so excited to see all this momentum in penguins. I know he tweeted over the weekend or a couple days ago that like it's great to see a project that he's been in love with from the start, you know, get this validation. And that is awesome. And Alyssa, how about the big sale here? We're gonna have to talk about as you go here. So
look at it.
400 ETH, $600,000 for this pudgy penguin. This is the rarest penguin in the collection. It is very plain, right? It's just the basic. I mean, again, this huge licensing opportunity, huge on rarity. 400 ETH, that definitely got the sales momentum going, right? I mean, 400 ETH, $600,000 is a large number. That led to the floor price of penguins absolutely rocketing up. Scale out here for a minute, Alyssa, though. We'll play a quick would you rather. If you go back one to the top sales here, I think just the top two rows here. I guess, or the ghost. I was kind of ignoring the ghost. Okay. Okay, let's just do, we'll just do that top row there, those five. Okay. Let's assume that they're all the same price, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Would you rather have the clean penguin, the pineapple penguin, the ghost penguin, the banana penguin, or the shark penguin?
I'm really torn between the banana and the shark.
Oh, same. Those are the two I was gonna say. I think I'm going shark penguin. I don't know what it is.
It's amazing. That's what it is.
I also, the banana would be my number two. And again, nothing against the clean one. No. I know the clean one is the most rare, but to me, I think I'd rather have some traits in there. So I'm picking the shark.
I'm gonna go with the shark too. But like, you could use all five of these for something big. Like, they all fit in a good spot.
Yeah, like if you're Dole Banana, right? Dole Banana, the banana company, like buy that penguin. Like, put that on your penguins, like, or like Chiquita, all these other banana companies. Instead of putting that sticker on there, put a sticker of this penguin on there. Like,
yeah, I like the ghost too, Manny. Also, hold on, I gotta answer him. My favorite animal is a sea otter.
Oh, I love otters.
They're so
otters
cute.
are always my favorite to watch at the zoo. So
the same here. They're so freaking cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, the banana and the pineapple could be like licensed out for like, I don't know, a smoothie stand or something. That'd be kind of cool.
That's a good idea.
And then the ghost obviously could be marketed off big time for Halloween. Imagine a pudgy penguin's haunted house. Yeah. I don't know how scary that would be.
Well, that's the thing. It wouldn't have to be scary. It could be like a kid's haunted house or something.
Oh,
like,
true. Yeah. Go to like, never mind. The shark for Shark Week.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like the clean penguin a lot though. Like, it is very, it's solid. It's a solid penguin.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Would You Rather. That was a good one, right? I think those five penguins, all solid choices, but let's see the other ones. Manny wants to see more, so maybe if we scroll down a couple look at that crown is appearing in a lot of these top sales. And then the little hatchling on top look to be some of the bigger traits here.
Yeah.
And I've
true.
seen the backwards hat on some. So I know that's a pretty good one too.
Yeah. What is that, like
I like
diamond?
the fisherman hat there.
So
Oh yeah, and then we have the hat there on the left, the Pudgy hat facing
Oh, yeah.
forward. I do and the headband on the right. Vote for Pudgy, the Napoleon Dynamite style shirt there. I do like that. There's a lot of fun traits.
Yeah, which one? Okay, hold on. Would you rather have like the crown or like the Pudgy hat? I don't know. Which hat would you like most?
I think I'd rather have the hat there, the red one.
This one? Okay. Igloo, Pudgy. I don't know. I like that flower crown. It's very pretty.
Yeah, I do like that too. I almost feel like you got to have the right like background color with it though to really like make it pop.
If it was pink, that would be probably higher.
Yeah.
Way up. Yeah. A little purple background. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, hold on. How do 101s? No? How do I find like the 101s? Is that possible?
I don't know on this one.
I don't know. Hold on. What are your properties? Head? Head. Let's go to head. Shoop. Okay, no, I think that's that's it. That's only okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised actually.
Yeah. No,
I like the penguins.
Penguins is always going to be one of those, Alyssa, where I'm mad at like not getting it right, because I remember like not when it minted, but like shortly after, like, and I remember like these were getting scooped up, right, and it was like everyone was like, oh, I'm gonna have a penguin as my PFP, like it just they took.
You remember?
Off.
Yeah, you remember the knockoff penguins that everyone was releasing?
Yeah,
projects. I was in one.
Yeah, I was in one too because it was cheaper.
Yeah, totally rug too. Oh man, definitely hype plays right there. Yeah. But Pudgy penguins like back better than ever.
The wizard hat is kind of cool. The bear hat there too.
I love the wizard hat. Hold on, bear. The
Viking, fish, yeah. The mohawk, of course, like Joey.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, the pirate hat.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of cool ones.
Mm-hmm.
The sombrero. Yeah. All right. Well, the Santa hat. See,
like, that one screams Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could go through this for like a while, picking favorite traits and whatever.
I have a feeling though that we're going to be talking about penguins later on this week. Alyssa, I don't know. What do you think? I don't know if we want to give anything away.
We might be having a really cool guest from Pudgy Penguins on, emphasis on from Pudgy Penguins on this show on Thursday.
So stay tuned, everyone, because you don't want to miss it.
Yes. Yes.
So if you want to hear more about Pudgy Penguins and the direction that it is headed, stay tuned to the roadmap. Alyssa, 2 other projects that were in the top 10 this week, of course, were CryptoPunks and Bored Apes. And I'm working on an article about this, but it happened so fast over the weekend, Alyssa. CryptoPunks passed Bored Apes momentarily. The floor price of punks was higher than apes for the first time in 5 months. That's a pretty big deal, right? And I mean, CryptoPunks, again, they had the highest floor price for a higher floor price than Bored Apes for a long time. Bored Apes finally passed it late last year, which was earlier than a lot of people thought was going to happen. I, of course, was saying for months, like, I would rather have a Bored Ape. Bored Apes are going to flip punks. Bored Apes did pass punks, but we have this kind of battle going on again because CryptoPunks have all the momentum, right? They got their licensing rights to holders, We just had the Tiffany sale, right? The 30 ETH partnered with CryptoPunks, and Bored Apes, ever since like the other deed drop in ApeCoin, haven't had as much momentum. So the floor price has actually been falling. Alyssa, are you surprised to see CryptoPunks pass Bored Apes again?
Not really, because to me, CryptoPunks is like the top, like gold, you know, like it's gold in the NFT space. Well, like the apes, they flew up because there was so much hype going on and so much news just pumping out, like one after the other. Other side, other deed, um, big sales here and there, like, and like now that it's all kind of like easing out, I mean going back down and then the punks going back up, I mean it makes sense to me.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing here is like for a long time, CryptoPunks were just like the OG and like a store of value,
Yeah.
right? And now the fact that they're, you are getting some other launches, right? The Tiffany drop. You can license out your punk. There's some value and utility coming. Whereas people are like, hey, these punks are well known. If I own a punk, I can license it out, right? There's companies looking to build brands off of punks, just like they were apes. There was an interview with the founders of Bored Ape Yacht Club on Full Send podcast, the same podcast that recently had Elon Musk on. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, Alyssa. But there wasn't a ton of new details, but there was pretty much the fact that like stay tuned because what we have coming for Bored Apes is like even bigger than what we've already done. And that's a pretty bold statement, but also I feel like by now we've known to bet on that team. So I don't think we're going to get any more launches this year from Bored Ape other than maybe like more on other side. But I think in 2023, I think we'll have, another airdrop or another mint, another, project, something else. Remember that key number they talked about, right? They want to onboard 1 million more people to the Yuga Labs space. I think they're going to do something big, and I think they'll reward existing owners because that's kind of been their mantra all along. So I think CryptoPunks and Bored Apes still both good bets for the long haul. And right now their floor prices are, right around the same level. To me, I think I would still rather own a Bored Ape because of the utility in the future. But that's me. So.
Well, hold on, let's go to the activity. Yeah, like you said, it's been steadily declining, but like I'm not gonna bet against Bored Ape. Like they know what they're doing, and they're I actually thought this while you're talking. Like I want to like see when you like ask random strangers on the street, like, do you recognize this or this? And it's like a punk or a Bored Ape. Like which one would they recognize? And I think a lot of people would probably say Bored Ape versus a punk.
That's a really good thing that we should try to do, because I think the celebrity factor of Bored Ape could make those even more recognizable. Speaking of celebrities, Alyssa, I don't even think we talked about this yet. Maybe I sent a tweet to you. Eminem and Snoop Dogg did that song together, right? From LBC to Detroit, or whatever it was called. They got nominated for a VMA, Video Music Award. They were tweeting back and forth with each other, Snoop Dogg and Eminem. And then LL Cool J hopped into the chat and started tweeting at them. And it was like from Cali to Detroit to New York City, LL Cool J is hosting the VMAs in New York City, Alyssa. I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but maybe we get some sort of performance of that song at the VMAs. And I mean, that's another massive audience that would then see Bored Apes on screen and they either know what it is or they're probably going to look it up or find out what it is. So
yeah, or at least it'll be in their brain.
yeah,
It's pretty big.
yeah. I
I
mean,
can see that happening.
every time one of these celebrities buys a Bored Ape, right? Like Bieber, Madonna, like it doesn't necessarily bring more people in, right? Because like not everyone can go buy one, right? Just because you saw a celebrity buy one, but all of a sudden you have these people who didn't know what it was, look it up, right? They Google it, they research it, they want to find out more about it. So I think,
or like I said, it's like in their brain.
yeah.
So like maybe in the future when like whatever Bored Ape Yacht Club's doing with that million or whatever, bringing more people in, maybe once it's like in front of them and they're able to hop in, they're like, I know what that is. Eminem has that. I'm gonna get in too. That was pretty cool. Snoop Dogg has it. I'm gonna get in. It's pretty good marketing.
It is. It really is. I see a comment here from Justin in the chat. Why did Pudgy Penguins pump? Justin, I don't know if you missed the start of the show. Pudgy Penguins had a massive sale, right? Their number one rare penguin, number one by rarity, sold for 400 ETH right there on the left. $600,000. That was a massive sale that led to an increase of penguins sales happening and also the floor price rising. They also added an advisory board that includes people from Hasbro and Facebook's parent company. So there's a lot of momentum in penguins right now. Maybe when you're done watching today's episode, scroll back a little bit and also stay tuned to Thursday's episode this week because we're going to hear a lot more about penguins. But thank you for the question, Justin.
What is up with the whole little penguin thing? Like, there's little penguins too, right? Is that another project?
Little Pudgies?
Yeah,
I thought that was owned by them. The big one with, I just feel like those didn't do as well. The big one with Pudgy Penguins, remember, that was like the drawback was the fishing rods, fishing poles, where Cole promised to do like an airdrop and it ended up just being like these fishing poles.
Yeah.
That were like all the same. And then that kind of led to his ouster. So it's a good example, and we're going to find out more on Thursday, but a good example of how a project can look like it is left for dead and come back roaring. And I absolutely think that's what's happening with penguins here.
Yeah. It depends. I think I said this before with Bored Apes, like the leaders on the project is what's making it so great.
Yeah.
And the community they're building. And the Pudgy community is freaking solid. They're so positive.
Yeah. All right, Alyssa, let's move on to the Sandbox. That's a project we haven't talked about in a while. The Sandbox is one of those metaverses out there, right? Digital world where you have avatars. Some of those avatars are NFTs, and they also are releasing Season 3 tomorrow, August 24th. And they've been putting out some teaser videos, some teaser images. They have some major partners that they are working with where you will be able to use your NFT as an avatar that includes Bored Ape Yacht Club, Snoop Dogg, the Doggies avatars, Steve Aoki, World of Women, Rabbids, Ledger, The Walking Dead, Atari, the Smurfs. I mean, there is a ton. Cool Cats. Have you seen like all these pictures going around, Alyssa, of NFTs turned into Sandbox avatars?
I've seen a few, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You couldn't miss it. Hold on. I sent you one earlier, didn't I? Hold on.
You did. You sent me a Bored Ape one, right? I think.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Hold on. Ready? Boop. Boop. Look at that.
Oh yeah, Josh. Shout out Josh. Josh Ong, who's been on our show before. His apes, of course, the one with the Hawaiian shirt there, and orange beanie, has become quite famous within the Bored Ape community. And now it is getting the Sandbox treatment.
Nice.
So I mean, they partnered with a lot. They had a post out about, or maybe Cool Cats put a post out. Klon and Elu saw theirs. That's a nice image there, right there. Oh, Moonbirds too. I forgot Moonbirds.
Yeah,
Cyber Kongs and Gutter Labs, which is Gutter Cats and Gutter several others. People of Crypto, which is one I don't know as well. The Steve Aoki one. So I mean, you can play as Snoop Dogg or Steve Aoki, or I mean, Clone X. There we go, Alyssa. There's some Clone X coming. The Moonbirds, I feel like actually look better than I would have thought, right? If you showed me a picture of a Moonbird and said, we're going to turn this into an avatar for the Sandbox, I would have been like, why?
You're what now?
Like, how's the Moonbird going to have legs? But look at that. They actually look decent.
Well, okay, I had like iffy thoughts, like Moonbirds and Cool Cats, but the Cool Cats look really cool.
Yeah.
Like they have like flatter heads than the rest, and it just works. And then the Moonbirds, it looks good. They did good. Good job.
Yeah.
Great success.
Yeah, great success. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty cool. I think this is gonna bring some momentum to NFTs. This is happening tomorrow. The launch of season 3 for the Sandbox. I mean, look at this video here, right? Like just going through these different collections, like you're going to be able to play as your character. I think some of these projects could see a little bit of momentum, right? Because like people are going to want to have, they're not just going to want like a normal avatar, right? You're going to want an avatar of like an NFT from like a big collection. I don't know. Like, I think this is big. And I think maybe, you know, even tomorrow we could see, you know, some more interest in this. You know, the Sandbox has gone away. This People of Crypto, floor price is 0.05. That's interesting, actually.
People of Crypto.
If I'm looking at the right one here.
People of Crypto.
Is this right?
Take me.
Yeah, so it's an inclusive project with some diversity, which I also think can play well, right? Because people want to find avatars of either projects they love or like that fit them, right? They look like them, they have traits and characteristics of them. So this could be one to watch as well. To be on that same level as some of these other big projects could be big. So.
I mean, it's at a nice price point where like me and you and then others can just hop right in and like join.
Yeah, I mean, if you have to have like an avatar to play this season 3, like you might just look for the cheapest one, right? So it's something to keep an eye out on. But the Sandbox, I mean, I don't know. Like we've talked a lot about this project in the past. It's one of the most recognizable. A lot of these NFT collections have land there, and now we're getting, you know, full avatars there. Looks like the Sand token is $1.06, up 3% today. I mean, this thing traded as high as over $8 in the last year, and it has dropped off. So maybe the Sand token sees some momentum too. Not financial advice, of course, but this Sandbox launch, I think, is a pretty big deal in the space.
They have The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Wow. And Dead Mouse. You know, Sandbox is just going to keep picking brand projects up. And it's just, I don't know, it's reminding me a lot like Pixelated Ready Player One at this point.
Yeah. Go back up for a sec, right? Wasn't there the Cool Cats one? No, there's Chopo right there. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, see, this is sweet. There's Klon. There's Elu. Like, these look pretty sweet.
Oh, this looks so good.
Is this taking you back to the Sims days, Alyssa?
Yeah. You're assuming I never left it.
Yeah, right. Well, we're going to talk about the Sims in a minute. Here's a good question, Alyssa. I saw, I think it was Tropo talking about this, Tropo Farmer, a past guest on our show, right? Bored apes are getting the avatar treatment. But so far, you know what's not? Mutant apes.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of people were like, what? Wait, what about mutants? What about mutants, right? Maybe if you click on that, yeah. Why doesn't the sandbox game give free avatars to mutants, you ask? You try turning this into a 3D voxel model. I mean, Alyssa, we've talked about this before. These mutants have some very interesting traits. I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe
it sounds like a nightmare trying to pixelate
yeah.
that. Like, you only have so much you can work with pixel art. It's actually really hard to put in details.
Yeah, so I think that's why. I don't think Yuga's, doing any slight to this project. I think that it's too complex at this level. And
yeah. Now, what could we do with mutant apes though? Like, that's something to think about.
Yeah.
Because even in like a normal game, that's a lot to animate and put on a model.
Yeah. For sure. Alyssa, speaking of The Sims, and Roblox and some of these video games, right, that are in the metaverse, we have been talking for a while, you and I, on the show and elsewhere, of when are the Sims going to launch NFTs? When's Roblox going to launch NFTs, right? When are some of these games going to launch NFTs? Well, guess what? Maybe those collections won't themselves, but the founders of those games might be launching projects in the future. So up first, we have Ready Player Me, which I am assuming, of course, is a take on the famous novel and movie Ready Player One, which I have read and watched, and it explores the metaverse. That company raised $56 million, and they are building out a metaverse. A16Z, which is Anderson Horowitz crypto fund, of course, was one of the leading investors in this Series B round. But also, Alyssa, the co-founder of Roblox, David Baszucki, invested in the company. Justin Kan, who is the co-founder of Twitch, the video game streaming company. We also have Endeavor, which owns UFC and several talent agencies. We have Kevin Hart, the actor. We have the D'Amelio family from TikTok, of course.
Yes.
We have Snowfro from Artblocks. We have Punk6529, and several others. I mean, this is a pretty big group here of investors in this company. What do you think of that?
I didn't even know that like Kevin Hart, the D'Amelio family, it's a lot of people to be like, popping on it. Dude, you have a disco going on.
I do not know what is going on right now. But yeah, the lights are going crazy. This is what I get. First day of streaming from the new house, and a bulb went out, and the other ones are just like, yeah, it's a party up in here right now, Alyssa. So
it's celebrating the fact that all these people are going into NFT.
I mean, this is a big group of people.
It's huge.
Co-founder of Roblox. Really... I mean, okay, so like, I feel like we could analyze like all of these names, but to me, like the co-founder of Roblox, I think is the biggest name for me as far as like metaverse. Yeah. But like the reach of some of these celebrities is also massive. So like you put
that's what I'm saying.
Put them together, and like it's crazy.
Yeah, because Roblox is already really putting its hand in that metaverse bucket big time. We're bringing in like virtual concerts for the kids to watch and actually interact and buy merch in. So like, of course, Roblox is going to be attached to this, or someone from Roblox co-founder, and then Twitch adds another big one.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the celebrities and the reach. And influencers.
I didn't know this company as well until this funding round, but their website has some of these avatars, and it looks like, I don't know if you can play it already or not, but yeah, create an avatar from a photo, Alyssa. Take a selfie, customize your avatar, export your avatar. Like, you can legit make yourself.
Wow. Oh.
We might have to play around with this. Might have to make an avatar. This is interesting. I love the name too. Ready Player Me. Like Ready Player One. I love that book. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so later I'm probably gonna like upload my...
Yeah, so this is a project. Maybe we'll do this on a future episode. But Alyssa, it's not just Roblox, as I said, also The Sims, right? So you actually found this earlier. I saw an article on Blockworks. Will Wright, who is the founder of The Sims, has raised $6 million for blockchain games. So he is now backed by Griffin Gaming Partners, which is a venture capital firm. And he is creating a new mobile game called Proxy, Proxi. So very interesting that we're going to get, a mobile game along the same lines as The Sims, but also within, the NFT space and the Metaverse space, which is very, very interesting. Yeah, like this is pretty big, guys. We are getting Metaverse games, Metaverse companies being built by the founder of Roblox and the founder of The Sims, which I mean are two of the biggest video games out there. Alyssa, what's your take on this? I know you love some Sims.
Yeah, no, I'm like really interested to see what comes of this. Because a lot of Sims and I played a lot of Spore, and those are just really fun games, hours spent. So if I can do it in the Metaverse now and possibly make money,
Yeah,
let's go.
Definitely. Well, what do you guys out there think? Anyone watching us live right now? I mean, are you interested in a Metaverse world? Are you interested in playing, one of these games? If you ever played The Sims or Roblox, what if you could play it, as your own character, your own self, and also maybe you could earn some NFTs or crypto along the way, right? If we can tie back into the Web3 space, I just think there's a massive opportunity here. And I mean, Alyssa, we've been saying it for a while, right? Like I've been saying, Roblox, make some NFTs, and maybe they're not going to do it, but the founder of Roblox is, and he's going to do it on his own, right?
This is what I was saying, like the last episode. I think like someone make a Sims type game. Well, the friggin' this man's already out doing it.
Yeah, someone heard you and was like, "Oh, girl, if you only knew what I am working on right now, it would blow your mind." So,
oh man, when I saw this article earlier, I almost spit my coffee. I was like, "Oh yes, let's go."
Awesome. Well, that is the news right there on these metaverses. I'm excited to hear more on both of these ventures, and we'll follow along the way. Alyssa, I don't have a ton else for news. We do have a couple would you rathers to get to here that I think might take us to the end of the show here. So are you ready for a couple would you rathers?
Yeah.
All right, so we've been doing this for a couple weeks now out there for all you viewers and listeners. It's a fun little game, right, where you essentially pick either X or Y. So we started it with a gold for Bored Ape versus a zombie CryptoPunk, right, that both had a similar price. Which one would you rather own? Then we turned to, would you rather own one Bored Ape or 5 mutant apes, which got a little bit more interesting, right? Because you're messing with the numbers, not just one versus one. But I have two examples today, Alyssa, that are going to be the numbers game again, right? Because we have, would you rather own 3 cool cats or 1 doodles?
I'm gonna go with the more the merrier answer. Give me 3 cats.
I will agree. Give me 3 cool cats. I'm betting on the team. No offense to Doodles. But I like cool cats. I like Klon. I like Elu. They're building out more collections, the game, all kinds of stuff, plushies, the whole collection, the whole ecosystem. Doodles though does have, the duplicator in the second collection coming out. Yeah, we got Shelly. Yeah, penguins. That'll be the next would you rather, right? Would you rather own a penguin or something else? But I will take the 3 cool cats versus the 1 doodle. I mean, Alyssa, was this an easy one for you just based on the numbers game, or is it also a little bit about like the founders and the teams?
1, the founders and the team. 2, 3, and then like 3, I like cats. I like cats.
More than doodles, whatever a doodle is.
Yeah. Oh, the doodles are cool. But I like the cats. They're just cute, and I like the team, and the whole sandbox thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Our second would you rather is another number one is would you rather own a VFriends Series 1 from Gary V with a floor price right now around 6 ETH, or would you rather own 4 other deed NFTs from Yuga Labs? So 1 VFriends Series 1, which will get you access to future VCons and all kinds of things that Gary V offers, or 4 other deed lands that will help you get into the Yuga Labs ecosystem. Alyssa, this is a tougher one for me. I don't know about you. What's your thoughts here?
My thoughts, it's really tough. Jeez, because you were already at a VCon, so you even I haven't. So maybe I'm gonna go with other deed. Because you get 4 first off, and then the future, like these could actually, the floor price could be higher in the future depending on what they do, and that means maybe I could sell one and buy into a VFriend.
Yeah, I mean that's an interesting scenario there. Cheating at would you rather. But this one's really tough because, as you said, I've been to VCon. I've seen the value that provides. But also a VFriend Series 1 only gets you access to 2 more VCons. And then after that, it's kind of to be determined. It's also dependent on what character you get of kind of what utility you have, right? Like there's all kinds of different animals, different characters, and they bring different utility, right? Like if you have a rare gift goat, you get all kinds of cool prizes. If you have the wine one, like Gary V threw a wine party the other night for holders of a certain trait. So it's not as like collection specific as far as the utility goes. Other deed, that game, once it's like fully launched, I think it's going to be massive, and I think the price of that will go up. But I don't know. Like I still have to lean towards VFriend Series 1. But I don't know. Like this is a tough one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with VFriends, but it definitely was a struggle.
I mean, I figured you would pick VFriends. You were at VCon, so you know how it's like.
Yeah, and I mean, I have a VFriend Series 2. Like, I got to go to VCon, as part of Benzinga, so it's a little bit different. But it's like Gary V has said, like, he was going to make the original VFriends like his Mickey Mouse, right? His Disney. And like Yuga Labs, they're building the whole ecosystem out, but like you don't hear the founders saying like, oh, we're going to make Bored Apes our Mickey Mouse, right? They're making the whole thing their future media company. So like, whereas Gary V has said like the Series 1 is always going to be his baby. They're always going to get rewarded the most. And like, if you look at Yuga, who's going to get rewarded the most? Probably the Bored Apes, right? Whereas Other Deed is like a spin-off offshoot project. So it's not to say there's not value there, but like when you look at like the OG of a collection versus, you know, the fourth project, it's a little bit different. But the numbers game, I mean, you get 4 of them, which I do like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That was an interesting would you rather though. So
what was the highest Other Deed was?
I know it was over 2 on launch day.
Okay.
Or I thought it was.
It says, okay, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Average price 10.
Yeah, and that's average. So you're factoring in like the ones with the codas and all that and stuff. But like I know the floor price held pretty steady over 2 for a while. But it definitely has come down. I think a lot of this is just uncertainty, right? Like these lands have like, you know, elements and traits and, you know, different things, but like what does that mean? And until the game actually like launches fully, like I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll see which one of our
uncertainty.
Picks. Yeah. I'm still gonna go with Other Deed.
Yeah. I don't think there's a wrong choice in that one. I mean, granted, in all of them, I mean, again, like I don't want to like, you know, say that Doodles like isn't necessarily a good collection, but it definitely is. I favor the cats, right? And that's just why like that decision's, you know, easier for me personally. But like Doodles could actually go up more, because they do have the future drop coming, right? And they also hired the CEO of Billboard, right, to lead the company. So I think that's a massive win too. So I think and Pharrell, right, the musician and producer Pharrell is a like brand ambassador for Doodles now. Alexis Ohanian, the co-founder of Reddit, he owns several Doodles. And I like those alien ones. I don't know what it is about them, but like
if you asked if I could own like one of the more rare, like unique Doodles, then I would have like a harder time to answer that question. Is this like a play on Cool Cats? The background? Like was Cool Cats the one who like did the cloud background first? And some project followed? Remember?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Cool Cats came out before Doodles, if I remember right.
I think so, yeah. I just know a lot of, you know how a bunch of projects like complement each other.
Compliment. That's a good word, Alyssa.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm not gonna say steal because they're all friends.
They're all friends, but I mean, there's sometimes there can be issues, but
it depends. Yeah. So. But Doodles, Cool Cats, all of the blue chip, they're all friends.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we are out of time. That was a fun one, right? Talking about some of these big movers and also exploring the world of Metaverse. And future episodes, Alyssa and I maybe will get into the Metaverse, right? With some avatars that we create. So definitely stay tuned for that. Smash the like, subscribe to Benzinga's YouTube channel. We'll be back tomorrow. And then, of course, a very special show coming up on Thursday. If you like the Penguins, that you definitely do not want to miss. So check it out. And we will be back tomorrow. Stay tuned. You got Benzinga at the close coming up in a little bit with Mitch and Joel. Alyssa, anything else for today?
Follow us on socials. Interact with @Benzinga on Twitter. I'm there all the time.
Yep.
Say hi and I'll say hi back.
Say GM, say hi to @Benzinga, and Alyssa will try to reach back out. So all right, everyone, we will catch you later.